One of the major problems when making horror view games or isometric games is that without any configuration, players cannot see their character when it stands behind walls or obstacles. Honestly, I didn't figure out this problem in advance. The time I realized this was when I tried to make enemies. I found that we can see our character if we combat with an enemy behind the wall, so before doing other things, I decided I should fix this problem first. In this video, I'm going to talk about this problem and show you how I fixed it. By the way, my name is Jeff and I'm making an apocalyptic survival game as a solo developer after my full-time job. For now, there's no way to find out where the enemy is or what items are dropped on the floor if the character stands behind obstacles. How can I fix this problem? I thought of two ways to fix this problem. One is to cut the upper part of the obstacles to make the player see their character. The other one is to make obstacles transparent. And I choose the second because I think it's more natural and feels much better. So how can I implement this? As you may think, you may need to find out whether our character is behind the walls or obstacles. So we are going to use a ray. If we raycast from the camera to the character and the character gets hit, that means there's nothing between the camera and the character. But if the ray hits an object other than the character, that means there are other objects. In this case, obstacles. Now we can figure out whether there are obstacles in the frame, so we need to make those obstacles transparent or fade them out. Currently, I'm using the FlatKit Toon Shader package and using its material in my game objects. In this case, I need to change all the obstacles materials into transparent type materials and make their color alpha value 0. You might use other materials in your game, so the logic of how to make game objects transparent would be different depending on what materials are used. And to make a smooth transition, we are going to change that alpha value based on a given twin curve. And if we play the game, now when the character moves behind the wall, we can see the walls is faded out. And if we boot out from the wall, then we can see its transparency remains the same, not getting back to the opaque state as before. To make all the obstacles return to their original opaque state, we need to change our obstacle transparency script. Let's check the algorithm we need to make. We need a set that stores all the transparent obstacles. Let's call these transparent obstacles. The items in this set represent the obstacles that are already transparent before starting this frame. And there would be another set that is going to store all the obstacles that are hit by the ray in this frame. Let's call this hit obstacle set. The items in the hit obstacle set represent the obstacles that are hit by the ray, so they should be changed to transparent in this frame. Then what obstacles should be changed back to normal state? The answer is all the items in the transparent obstacle set, but not in the hit obstacle set. We are going to make those items opaque by restoring their original materials. And at the last step, you should update transparent obstacles with the hit obstacle set. Now, if we play again, the wall becomes transparent when the character is behind it. And if the character moves out from behind the wall, then it becomes opaque again. Finally, we've solved all the problems that we talked about at the start of this video. The player can see their character even when the character stands behind obstacles like walls, and when it moves up from the obstacles normally return to opaque as before. Today, we fixed the problem where the player cannot see their character if it stands behind an obstacle by changing the material and adjusting its color alpha values. It's a rather simpler topic than usual, but for me, it was an essential thing to fix before moving on to the next step. So, this is it. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and I will be back with the next video. Bye!